Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Longhorns will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D-lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Not just do you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Using his legs, it's Baxter. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
Marches ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their 2nd drive.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Smith. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Caught near the sticks. It's ball. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's St. Clair. Hauls it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. Running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Why not trying to get it in? They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
And wings it incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Single back formation and they give it to him. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Big guy smells it. And they will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Unloads it left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes in.
To the air, it's Manning. Works the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the back. Trying play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Graham. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Hunt is on its way. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll go to the counter. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's complete to the left, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here's the handoff. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Needs a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back to throw, it's Manning. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Gets the back moving. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Ball.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Ryan's just been tight end. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that 2nd down.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the defense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
What a big play, backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work. And what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Might as well give it to him again. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Quick release on the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Until that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Looking to scramble. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Lobs it off the back foot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And that's a... good example of making the first thing first. What I mean is, you worry about milking the clock? No. How about taking care of the ball?
No doubt. In this 2-minute situation, right, with the game on the line, ball security has just got to be at a premium, and it's mistakes like that that cost you games.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to take off. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the Buckeyes get enough for the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Ball.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. He's going to run it. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peoples. The Buckeyes get enough for the first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
How much fun was that one?